Okay, so I'm doing the main mission here. Scholars in the expedition. Gotta find their camp.
Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
Found the camp.
This is a rather conspicuous place to set up camp.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents and the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes. It is the art of the Donegada. One of the valley clans was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite.
Deniz must not hunt them, otherwise they'd be more
This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the Lost Expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover. A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
Maybe enlightened hope. Your magic is running out. Take a break. Shadow engulf our enemies.
More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. Corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal we found. There is still a chance that she remains alive.
This man traded his life for all the suffering of my people.
It was only a scholar, a sage, not a warrior on the battlefield.
Do you think my people see a difference when bridgemen steal our people from their beds? From who do you think all the clans hide dead children?
I lean towards Siora's point of view. The practices of these scholars, so-called seekers of knowledge, are barbaric. Taleme would offer you protection and support.
In exchange for our souls. I think we would prefer to go to war.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand. is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal? Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
The view over the valley is magnificent, and makes it difficult for an enemy to approach without being seen.
Study the flora in this place is incredible luxury. This island is the only place where so many different species can be found next to one another. With so many varieties, we are bound to find an antidote to the Malicor. So the Malicor is the curse that they have on their faces. So that's the curse. When you see Malicor, that's the one they're talking about. This plant with its did some experiments to determine if it contains active essence. It is a shame that we cannot exchange with the natives. They must know the properties of all these plants. But the soldiers warned us. They told us that we shouldn't trust the islanders. Apparently they're very aggressive in this region. Our arrival in the valley did not go unnoticed. I feel as we are being observed, most likely by the islanders. I hope that they understand that we are not here to fight, but merely to catalog the flora. The impression of being observed is becoming increasing. So basically it's saying they were being observed.
That of a woman from the expedition, a certain Afra. She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. She feared an attack was brewing. I believe she was right. The writing stops mid-sentence.
These people of the bridge have either just hatched from eggs or are complete idiots. My people are at war. They do not spare an enemy under pretext that they are not wearing the clothing of soldiers.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
This woman was right to fear the Donea Exregao. They must have followed this path coming from the swamp. This is where we should go if we want to find these lion scholars.
Alright, we gotta go here and then...
Farweden se lor quesa. Esto gem nas quel se.
Es rade da orchel amadred quahel luchtom. New siendad ne sunadet.
Smion zem na fravindet? Eskel
Grazie, signore.
Sagnais loyadad dem
Quel seded.
vrigamis.
I mean, they're talking.
Karans, do you...
I'm asleep. I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
We were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin, who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. From the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own.
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here, I would have gladly let you rot in this marsh.
Behold the charity of the enlightened, huh? This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
We saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly happened?
We were taken by surprise. One moment everything was calm, and the next a war party of natives fell upon us. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart, but when I heard my fellow scholars' shouts, I rushed over. Most of my companions are incapable of defending themselves, and one of them tried to flee. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a massacre.
What has happened since the attack?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, so I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companions.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. The local shamans know all these plants, and they use them in their... If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held prisoner?
Certainly. And I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to sit around...
Just want to say I've been playing this game for a long time, and I have to say I really like it. Where the fuck are we?
This is where the natives took your colleagues.
Yes, it is here. These ruins are being used as a camp by the native raiders.
There are so many of them.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the... as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, oh no, my love. Watch out! Grenade! Close to it, but it's not shooting.
I don't have the key. Locked. Locked.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade! Afra, is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
Maybe in light to protect me in this shadow engulf our enemies.
Trokarid, mercy, you have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all dead.
No, you have our word. We have been bested. We will let...
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp.
They are savages. They had us caged.
We only sought to learn where you have caged.
Spared their lives. I beg you. They were only fighting.
Very well. Leave. And I hope you...
Thank you, Onol Manawi. I have spoken, and I will honor my words. Kwao.
We are no longer in danger. Thank you for your help, Desade.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here are not entirely selfless. Your research to find a remedy against the Malachor could save many lives in our cities as well.
You speak like a true man of science. Cut to the point. Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to save us from those savages could help. We've made a discovery.
Is that right? In that case, we need to speak with Governor Burham immediately.
Very well. I'll accompany you.
Let's be off.
Sir Desade, and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tiena Hac Cadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted. How's that? Well, I grasp the basic of the local tongue, and I am certain to have heard the word yag, remedy. Surprising. But the Tearna Hach is very powerful and very wise.
It is possible that she did craft such a remedy.